Good evening and welcome back to BB on Blast Big Brother Canada.
Woo! Tonight's show we have the demise of Kyle Moore. We also have some scuttlebutt from the live feeds that Gaz doesn't know about yet. What else do we have?
A full podcast that we're not going to lose.
Well, we hope.
Christmas what?
Christmas presents.
Wow, what a packed show.
Hopefully this should be a decent quality. No one really commented on the Lost podcast, did they? No one probably listened to it.
We've lost all of our listeners now.
Yeah.
Anyway, is it really Christmas if Aisling doesn't come out of a box?
No. They like to do a Christmas task on Big Brother, don't they?
They do.
They're obsessed with it. So I've got some good scuttlebutt for you. What do you want? Do you want that first? Should we get it out of the way?
Yeah, I'm Gaz.
I'm Lindsay.
Welcome to BB on Blast.
BB on Blast.
Yeah, give me is it in chronological order or what?
Yeah.
Chronological order.
So Alfie is our friend.
Who?
And Alfie S12
Follow
on
him
Twitter.
on
Follow him.
Twitter.
You should follow him because he actually knows stuff unlike us. So are you ready for this? There's some...
Oh, am I ready?
Oh. What's this? What, are you looking at your notes?
Don't play an advert.
Oh. Is this the suspenseful music?
Yeah.
Good suspense time of music. I'm not sure that's appropriate with what I'm about to say.
Oh, really? Well, I don't know. I'm in the dark.
That's not that bad. So, there's been some racism in the Big Brother house. Not overt, but covert, I think.
Oh, that's the type we like.
So, and also,
really.
One person is the main instigator.
Oh,
could you guess? Should
we
start?
I can possibly guess what it is.
I actually
don't think it is.
Should we start naming names?
No, I do need to issue another apology.
Oh no!
Because last week...
Not the nonce again, is it?
No, it's not the nonce. I don't know if it made it into the bit that we didn't lose, but I said that I was getting homophobic undertones off of Marzi.
Oh, and then this week he had a stirring speech about how he put a stop to it.
Yeah, so I take it back.
Oh.
But also, please don't
target.
Please don't target the non-binary and gay people then.
Well, who do you think might be being a bit problematic in the Big Brother house?
JC Lynn.
No,
well, she was on Twitter many years ago. And she's a social media manager, you know. She should know better. So at least comb your tweets
delete
first.
those old tweets.
Male or female?
Oh
no! Wow.
That's we're in that guessing game.
Non-binary. Oh, wow.
What do you think about that?
No.
Minority on minority crime.
They haven't.
And let me tell you
what they've been saying.
Let me tell you the full story. So, Alfie says, feeds have been a bit awkward to watch in the past week or so as the house has sort of developed into people of colour versus the White House guests.
Oh.
No overt racism, but it's interesting because I feel like when BB Can first announced it would be 50% people of colour, BIPOC, last year, I think I remember you saying that it might turn into that. Then we were all shocked when it didn't happen in BB Can 9. Kind of stems back to Kyle's HH week when he thought the people of colour were working together, which they weren't really. And nothing that official anyway. Lots of people using the cookout example and thinking that was happening, and it sort of resulted them actually starting to work together when they weren't to start with. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Last few days have had the usual people complaining about the Black House guests being angry and upset when they haven't been. And then he said...
Could they have confused angry with annoying? Actually, summer's grown on me.
I've missed out a bit of this, but someone said about the person being angry, but that the other person was the calmer of the two and didn't raise their voice at all. And Twitter has turned on this person, which is Jess. And Alfie said...
so we've had a row that we've not seen yet.
Yeah, but Alfie doesn't think they're going to show it on the show.
Oh, come on.
And he said, you think Jess would be a bit more aware of it from a superfan standpoint and being quite woke. Although I don't like to use that word, he said.
Quite woke.
And he said it's nice to see the Black House guests working together and talking about things like this with each other, so they don't feel completely isolated, like when it's just one black person or whatever. So it's
I've forgotten what you call it, like loaded terminology that we're hearing.
Yeah, it's like microaggressions. I guess
that's what I was looking for.
Yeah, so. I think it's. I don't think it's a surprise that it's coming from Jess, because I think it can come from anyone. It's that unconscious bias, isn't it?
Yeah.
That it's just makes you say angry in
Yeah.
a way you wouldn't, which is awful, and you should pick yourself up on doing it and be like, no, I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah.
But we have seen an angry black man on telly today.
We have. We have. Well, it went from quite jovial to then quite angry.
Sorry. Oh my god. Sorry, let's get back on track. Yeah, go on. Sorry, what were you saying?
No, we're talking about it's microaggressions.
Yeah,
that's what you're saying.
microaggressions.
You said it can come from anyone. It's unconscious bias.
Yeah. So the last thing I said
Not
was...
that makes it okay.
No.
But what you're saying is non-binary isn't a
just
pass.
as guilty. Yeah, just as guilty as anyone
Yeah, yeah.
else. So the last thing Alfie said was, with the cookout, fears that some of them have been having, as good as it was that happened, I think there were always going to be repercussions from it. Just like in the following seasons, people were scared of the Brigade, Pretty Boys, Act. Interesting.
Did you say ect?
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I think I did.
Isn't it et cetera?
Yeah, yeah, but how do you say that?
ETC, no?
Yeah, but you don't say it like that, do you? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that Will Smith thing.
The Will Smith thing. Okay,
that's
the
funny,
Oscars.
man.
When did that happen in real life? We were in
Last
bed,
night,
were we?
I think, yeah.
I think we were asleep.
Honestly, go on, explain what it is for those who don't.
No one doesn't know. Do you know what? What I will say is, I watched that clip this morning when I woke up because it was in the group chat we have for Big Brother fans, and any goss like that, Big Brother fans are gagging.
I
for it.
love it.
And I watched that clip and I thought, God, he's really knocked Chris Rock's joint out of place. But that's just the way, jaw out of place. That's just the way Chris Rock's mouth seems to be. Like, he looked askew afterwards. Like,
Ouch.
oh, you witnessed some brilliant TV. You want good TV? Yeah, well, anyway,
I
what
just
it
thought
is...
it was a joke at first.
Well, it is a joke.
Is it? That weren't no joke. I mean, a joke started
Well,
it.
apparently, Jada Smith's got alopecia, and that's why he's likening her to a role in G.I.
Yeah, I got that.
Joe or Jane?
Yeah, Jane, yeah.
But does she have a skinhead? I don't know. Is that even a real
Yeah,
thing?
she does. It's Debbie Moore with a skinhead, isn't it?
Oh, is
yeah.
It? Oh, from like way back.
Back in the day, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean...
A joke's a joke. You don't go and punch someone. I'm sorry. Or slap them, sorry.
No. Yeah.
It was a slap, wasn't it?
Well,
a bitch slap.
A hit is a hit, isn't it? No matter
It's
what.
still assault. That's assault. You go do
form
that.
it comes in.
You go do that to someone on the street, you'll be arrested.
I think Chris Rock probably should press charges, but if for whatever reason doesn't want to.
Well,
You shouldn't be liable to getting your face slapped when you're
telling a joke,
doing a presenting job.
No, I think. And also, it pisses me off that they didn't throw him out afterwards, because they obviously knew he was going to win an award.
I can't believe that. You would think security would be right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like, even if they don't pull him out, at least tell him to leave.
Yeah, and then his speech that he did, which you didn't see, but he was crying, going, "Oh," and his PR person obviously told him to like say, "Oh, yeah." He was going, "Oh, you know, I guess I've been like getting into character too much because like,
you're in character,
yeah,
in the face."
Yeah, so like Venus and Serena's dad or whoever was playing, like he was a crazy character, and so am I. I was thinking,
get out of
fuck
it.
off.
You played the genie the other day. You're not going to turn into a car, are you? Like, you know.
Just a weird guy, don't you think? Him and his whole family are just oddbods.
Well, to be honest,
I used to like Will Smith quite a lot.
Everyone has really good feelings towards Will Smith. I think he's fucked it up for himself.
Jack don't.
No,
he can't stand him.
Oh,
he said he's a right weirdo. Now I'm kind of on side with him.
I'd never ever realised that he might be even slightly deranged until today.
Yeah. Do you think they'll take his Oscar off him?
I think they should.
I don't think they will, though. I don't know about that.
If they didn't chuck him out of the venue, they're hardly going to take his award off him, are they? But I thought of it like, well, he probably wouldn't get another Disney role now.
No.
He shouldn't.
No.
If he's going to act like that.
No. Let's hope not. Violence is never the answer.
No, it's not. And also, I don't know.
Also, he was laughing at that.
He laughed, yeah. He thought it was funny.
Then he looked at his wife and got daggers, and then he was like, oh shit.
I actually saw Dapper laughed quite a good tweet.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know, it's borderline.
Said what?
It's like, oh, you can sleep with Will Smith's wife, but you can't make a joke about her.
Oh yeah, I saw something like that as well, yeah. It's true, isn't it?
Entanglement.
Oh, Jack was saying about that, the entanglement.
Yeah.
It's like the conscious uncoupling. It's just a weird situation.
I just can't believe he thought... I know that he obviously wasn't thinking straight, but like in front of the world, he got up and assaulted a man on camera.
And then was sat there shouting, don't you keep my wife's name out like a right
Lupita
stug.
Nyong'o
Yeah,
behind,
like,
just
can I get a different seat, please? Like, if that was me sitting there, I'd be like, I am not comfortable around this at all. That would make me very nervous. Chris Rock, you got to hand it to him. He's a bit of a twat, but he handled it well.
I'm sorry, but that is the elite of Hollywood in one room. There's no security. Like,
yeah, you're right.
I'm surprised he wasn't shot on sight, or at least tranquilised from afar. I knew.
Yeah, it's true. Well, if it had been, anyone who wasn't a celebrity, then he would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Quite good though, quite interesting.
Oh, you want good TV?
Yeah, we enjoyed it. So I've got a bit more like Big Brother related gossip for you.
I want to talk about more about the Oscars.
Oh, go on then.
No, not really.
So I've got a bit of Robert's podcast slagging off to do. Do you want to get involved?
Oh, but you know what?
Yeah.
They should book James Corden to do the next one. And Chris Rock to write the script.
Yes, you blew it. That's a good tweet. You need to workshop that and tweet it while the iron's still hot.
Yeah, I know, but I've already been condemning it. I don't know if it'd be condoning violence in the next tweet.
Yeah, but against James Corden, it's all right.
Oh, okay.
Look, join me in this bitching. Taryn and Melissa were saying on Robert's podcast, they prefer...
Is that Melissa bot?
Yeah, it was the OG Melissa
the real
bot.
one.
They were saying they prefer no audience on Big Brother Canada. They said it's much better without the audience.
How?
And
What difference does it make to anyone?
I need like this.
I'll tell you who it might make a difference to. Arissa, who probably wants some chemistry off of an audience.
Yeah, this is the thing. And they said it becomes a circus when there's an audience there.
Oh, Big Brother is a circus. I'm sorry, but...
and then they cited the example of when Nedda came out and got booed and how awful
that
it
was brilliant TV.
That was
Get
fucking
out.
brilliant. We're just coming at it from our BBUK mindset.
That's because they want the Americans to sit there and go...
Yeah, and they said, it's better when the spoilers don't come out and blah, 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 because there's an audience there. It's like, it's Big Brother. It's a show to be watched by an audience. It's not a science experiment. It's a fucking entertainment show.
It's partly an experiment. But, like, part of the jeopardy of leaving is the reaction of the audience. And should be... I think that's fundamental to the show.
It is.
Because it's like, how have I been perceived by... the world at large, the IGP.
Yeah.
Sat here, the Bayern mob.
Yeah.
And okay, it's like been quite sedate in Canada, pretty much. Like, you think that's bad? Watch the archives of BBUK.
Come over here,
Get Grace out. What
Pig
else?
and stuff like that.
Yeah,
to Jade.
oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
Evict
not good.
The pig, a lot of it.
Fuck Nedda anyway for what she did to Gary and All Stars. Get out.
Boo.
I'm watching season 1, so I'm feeling very close to Gary at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
And Jack loves Gary so much. Honestly.
Gary better be involved in this HOH that we haven't seen yet. Big Brother Legends.
Oh, I hope so. Oh, yeah, we just saw them open the door, didn't we? We didn't see what happened.
Someone said, is that real? As if it was a waxwork of like, Ica Wong.
The good thing is Jack's going home tomorrow, so I can actually watch that and not have to like fast forward through all the spoilers, you see, so that's good. So that was one thing that I thought you'd have us take on, and
it's ridiculous.
Indeed you did. And then...
I'll tell you who else I've seen tweeting some incorrect opinions as well. And someone who I really like and respect from like Big Brother.
Go on.
James, BB Team North.
Oh,
from
go on.
Judy Girl,
BB
like,
Team North.
Yeah, at BB Team North. It was like,
what's he been tweeting?
he was like, oh, why are they so excited over, like, why do they do secret rooms in Big Brother Canada? And why are they all excited that they've got another room to go and sit in? And okay, it transpired it was a product placement thing to promote Expedia.
Big Brother Canada wouldn't do that.
I said, this is part... I said, that's part of the magic of Big Brother, to find a new room.
Yeah.
Even just a place to go hang out in.
Go down that tunnel like Will did.
Yeah.
That was really exciting.
Imagine...
The butt veto room, that was exciting.
Imagine finding a new room in your home. That's exciting.
Yeah.
And I think it's really cool, like... I don't think they do much of it in America, but, you know, like...
They do. There was like a gold room that was like hidden away and someone like pulled a thing out and
like Saskia in the bathroom with the foam come out the toilet wall.
That's one of my favourite things to see in Big Brother.
Me too.
Yeah, and going down a tunnel into like a room.
And I was watching compilations earlier of clips from the current Netherlands season that's just finished. And they had a really cool thing where someone had like got to a secret passageway into like the storeroom and they removed like a section of the wall and it was all the tiles and the tiles like came open and it was like, you know, tiles that are like brick shapes and it was all like jagged, like one brick sticking out, and that was the door. Like, you would never think behind that tiled wall was a door, and they crawled through it and they came into the storeroom.
It's
secretly.
magical.
And they were like taking the shopping out, so they must have been hidden.
And look at Danny Hayes going down the back of that settee.
Oh,
Come on.
beautiful,
Admittedly, the
beautiful TV.
room was a bit shit, but that actual magic of like the settee opening up, that's the good shit.
Better than the corridor that Ari got put in.
There was someone on Teen First Dates that really reminded me of Ari this week. But I digress. That was about it for the scuttlebutt, wasn't it?
They had something else, no?
I did, but it was basically Taryn saying Kyle's HOH is going to be the most straightforward week ever. But even he took the piss out of himself a couple of days later, so...
Yeah, I was...
Inaccurate.
We were talking at the start of the week, and I was like, oh, these are not the right nominations. I was worried about Jess being on the block. And I said, it should be Kyle. And you said, well, I don't want Kyle to go.
Yeah.
Now, Kyle has gone.
Gaz, I was so disappointed. We were like so close to Kyle just getting away with it for just one more week.
I would have gone away with it if it wasn't for you piss kicking.
Just one more week, that's all I wanted. And then for it to be like the backdoor option, I was just like, no. I was just like, no. And his little face.
I mean...
He was crestfallen, wasn't he?
Yeah. I would rather lose Marty at this point in the game.
No
but
shit.
I'm enjoying the fact that people on the block keep winning the veto.
Yeah, I know. That never happens, does it? I remember that season with Dave on, and she won the veto, and that was the only time the whole season that someone won the veto, and you actually used it. It's like, well, that we liked.
Yeah.
And then Kyle goes, oh, my HH weren't that bad, was it?
To Arissa?
No, to Gino when he's like, oh, sorry, I've got to put you out. He's like, oh, was it really that bad?
Just a bit.
Yeah, I was quite disappointed. Yeah, we used our Kyle Moore title last week as well.
Well, that's why I used it. Because I thought this could be the only chance.
Yeah, but now what we're going to use this week?
Oh.
You see what I mean? We've shot our load too soon. Not for the first time.
Well, yeah. I was like, well, I could have used a generic game show pun, but I could use that any day. But while Kyle's the centre of attention, I'll use it now. And now is he the centre of attention?
Well, no.
Left of centre.
Old news.
Yeah.
Is it gone? Wouldn't it be good to get him on the podcast, though? I think we should get him on.
Okay. I don't know what I've got to say to him, but fine.
Well, we could just say something. So... Have you got notes for all the episodes?
I've got notes for 2 of the episodes, not the eviction.
Okay, that's fine.
Nothing really happened in the eviction anyway.
No, I have a feeling we'll get through this quite quickly.
Got to get through this.
Mm-hmm. So we had the post-eviction fallout. They showed like Steph going again and...
that was a big deal. I forgot that was a big eviction.
Yeah, and then there was all the sort of...
Oh, they kept showing it again and again, didn't they?
Yeah, and all the sort of mistrust that came about as a result of that. Like, JC was like, what the fuck's her name? Jace.
Oh, she thought Gino betrayed her or something.
Why did she jump to
that? Was really weird.
Conclusion.
I've written Carl's white as a sheet.
He really was. He really was.
He said, I'm definitely stunned. Like, damn, there was some serious work done behind my back. I got played. I got fucking played this week. I'm going to look like an absolute idiot.
That ship sailed last week. Gino said, I need to recalibrate my whole game. Well, yes. Who said this? This will go down as the worst HH in BB Can history.
I think Hermon.
That's correct.
Hermon was planning an uprising, but it hasn't come about because he hasn't got power.
No,
but he was like, people are sick of how Kyle was running the house.
Oh, yeah, and he was like, oh, my only regret is I didn't get to do it myself, wasn't I? Moose said at this point, I need a cookie. Hermon said, are you the king of the castle? Fuck off.
No, he's a dirty rascal.
Summer was celebrating. Jace was shaking and angry and then had a go at Kyle saying, why didn't you tell me this was going to happen?
She's like, you really suck at lying. As if...
Why would Kyle? Kyle don't even
knew what was
happening. Guys, Kyle don't even have a vote. He was the head of household.
She thought he'd orchestrated Steph's eviction for a minute.
So Kyle, after putting up... How many people did he put up and how many people did he tell he was going to put up? Fucking Moose, Josh, Steph, and then he flipped the whole house on his own nominations.
Yeah.
Even Kyle Moore ain't that nuts.
No.
Although he is.
She said, do you know what's going on? Do you know where you are?
Right now? Do you know where you are right now? What is your problem?
Yeah, she thinks Kyle wanted Steph to go. Lol. She says there was a huge elaborate plan going on that I wasn't a part of. She also thinks she can't trust Gino now, which is a showman's. Lol.
She said about Kyle, he's trying to make me out to be an idiot. you are an idiot for thinking what you're thinking right now.
Yeah, you're doing that
Imagine
yourself.
jumping to that conclusion. It's literally the opposite of what you think. It's everyone else in the house except Gino and Kyle.
That's so self-involved. You
Yeah.
think everyone's against you.
Yeah. It was nothing to do with you. You were just
Cannon
a
fodder.
mere vote.
Not even that.
Not even that. Ouch.
Also, I got a bit here. Marty and Josh were cementing their allegiance in that storeroom afterwards.
Oh, yeah. Final two, isn't it?
Mm.
Oh yeah, and Jace said, "What is the point of even working with you guys?" Which I thought was quite funny. And Kyle said, "How do you think I feel?"
Oh, you know what? There was some fragile masculinity bullshit going on as well. Hermon, was it Hermon saying, "Oh, you've disrespected me as a man"?
Oh
Isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
He was like walking around all pissed off, like he was determined to take power, and he's like, as a man, I took it as disrespect. He was making me run around doing all his dirty work.
Yeah, he was saying this to Gino. He said it's historically the worst HOH of all time. In the history,
I've been on the
history
BB
books.
Wiki, and I can confirm.
And he said, as a man, I don't work for this guy. Why do they all work for this guy? Business decisions, due diligence. What is this? I'm not fucking on LinkedIn. I'm trying to watch an enjoyable program here.
Steph, here's your P45.
Yeah. Get your resume in order.
Put it on your desk.
JC was moaning she's lost trust in people, hates being made out to be an idiot by a man. You're the one making yourself out to be an idiot. Kyle said, "You seem to be a bit angry at me, and I'm wondering why." Oh, is that to I'm on?
Yeah, and he goes, as a man, dude, what's up?
As a man, no woman would say as a woman.
No.
They might say as a mother, though I have heard women say that before.
Plenty of times in Big Brother. Hermon said that Kyle got power drunk and made many brash decisions.
He said, "It felt like you were a menace when you had the power and paranoia took over." A menace, I like that. Next thing I've got is Kyle trying to cry in the DR.
Yeah, I think he was crying, but I don't remember it. Is it not a tear was shed, or...?
He said about the Big Brother house, it's hard to remember. Remember what?
He said, I've got to remember I came here for me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, not the viewing public, maybe? Not the people on Twitter? I
Not
don't
the
know.
people in the house, maybe?
And then he said something about it's merciless, but I haven't got the full quote.
He said being in here takes away a little bit of your soul. It's merciless.
Wow.
Poor Kyle. I hope he'll be all right in the outside world.
Oh, straight to therapy.
He needs to listen to his own mental health podcast to get over the experience. The girls were cheering for Betty. Oh, this was in the HOH comp. It was the booth comp, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, the girls were desperate for Betty to win. And then when Gino won, it was like, because they started it the previous episode.
Is that like higher or lower?
Yeah.
What price is this? Kind of thing. Price is right.
But when Gino won, like, it was just like complete silence. It was just like an eerie silence when he won. Like, no one was happy.
Like when Will Smith slapped Chris Pratt. What's it called? Rock in the face.
Chris Pratt.
Do you know what I was confused by? Gino's voice.
Oh yeah,
I heard him speak until this week. I was like,
what's he speak like? Oh, what about the French? He speaks a bit of French here and there.
Yeah, but I just wasn't used to hearing him, so I was just like, who's that?
He just looks on most of the time, doesn't he? He said he has zero emotions right now, because I think he was like worried because Jace was a bit like anti him, wasn't she? Because she thought he'd voted the other way and left her high and dry
for a hot minute.
But she was wrong.
Sounds like the Terminator, zero emotion.
Jace,
the producers are like, give us something. I've got zero emotion. Fuck.
Jace and Gino are both suspicious of each other because they both assume Marty didn't flip. Marty is worried that he's going up. I said, you better keep your mouth shut. Yeah, that's so funny. Jace and Gino both believed Marty didn't flip, so they both distrust each other more than they distrusted Marty. I've explained that badly. You know what I mean? They
think Marty voted Josh out.
Yeah, because it was Marty's idea, wasn't it?
Yes.
But so they both take Marty's word for it over each other, who they're showmancing with.
That's a showman's built to last, isn't it? Right. I reckon I like Gino's jumper as a side note.
Oh yeah, any description of it?
I think it had like, you know where the shoulder seam is slightly down the arm?
Oh yeah.
I kind of like that look.
Oh, what is it? Drop shoulder?
I don't know what that's
called.
I
think it's called drop shoulder.
I like it.
I know about fashion. I know about the boob laces and That's
the
it.
leg laces.
Yeah, the leg
Speaking of
laces.
fashion, we were talking about jeans last week, and Rowan said that she could listen to us talk about jeans for hours, and she's left us that voice message. Should we play it now?
40 pairs of jeans.
Should we play a message from her
spoiler. Yeah,
before we go on? Because I feel like it's like not
It's
necessarily...
old news, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like last week's news. What was that in our group chat?
We should just call our podcast last week's news. That'll be an accurate description of it. That stuff that Alfie sent us is the most up-to-date stuff we've ever had in a podcast.
Is this the feedback about the jeans discussion last week?
Highly personal.
You two are hilarious.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You pressed the wrong button. Amateur hour. Turn it up.
Oh. It's doing that thing where it thinks my ear's against
where
it.
it does it quiet.
I could listen to you.
Sorry.
Get it right.
You two are hilarious. I love when you podcast. I have so much. I could listen to you talk about jeans for like 9 hours. I am having like jean denim drama, and I have been for like 6 months now. I've bought no less than like 40 pairs, and I hate them all. Like I know I'm out of style, but what's in style makes me look very fat. It's not cute. Oh, it's tough out here. I gotta figure it out soon. Also, I was super behind on Big Brother Canada, but I caught up yesterday. And my favorite is Kevin. I think he's so funny. And he even gets funnier after what you have all seen. I just think he's great. And I love when him and Betty fight. That cracks me up. So I think Betty's funny. She's so messy. And they're my two favorites, I think, for now. And I'm sorry, Moose. I love Moose. And he looks so hot with those braids. I was like, oh, Moose, hello. And, I mean, other people are fine. I don't mind. Like, there's nobody in there that I, like, hate or can't stand. I mean, Kyle is a lunatic, but I kind of love it. I think he saved the season. Like, thank God he was in there.
Yeah.
Because if he wasn't such a freaking mess, there was, like, an alliance of 7 people. And if they, like, stuck together, they could have totally just picked everybody else off. And
Agreed.
Who wants to see that? Not me. So I live for the fact that he turned on like his two of his biggest allies, like right out the gates. But I think his whole problem is I think he's jealous of Moose, like in real life, because Moose is so fucking cool. So I think a lot of that is like, I think he just is jealous of Moose, and that's why he kind of went after him. But he had like such HOHitis. It's unbelievable. I love it. I love to see who loses their mind when they get a tiny bit of power. It's quite funny. So, yeah, winning HOH just ruined his entire game because he was in an incredible spot, but I'm so glad he won, and I'm so glad that he destroyed his own game to give us a wonderful season of people betraying their besties. Yay!
So yeah, from jeans to Kyle Moore.
Because the thing that prompted that was we asked who people's favourites were, so it was good to hear that from her. And didn't Laurie tell us who some of her favourites were? Not on a voicemail, but just in that same email chain or WhatsApp chain. Oh, also, if you do have any recommendations for jeans, let Rowan know. Also,
40 pairs of jeans.
She's not fat in the slightest.
Imagine the delivery package on that. Like, how many packets are we talking about? At
40?
least. You know, like,
you get a few at once.
One time I ordered like so many clothes off of Boohoo. They were like, this is Boohoo. Boo-woo. They were like, this is like so much clothes that's as much as you can order.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they sent them in like 2 big bags like that. Yeah.
And then when you have to send that shit back.
And I sent it all back because it's all crap.
Oh, that Boohoo is a bit cheap and nasty, isn't it? No offence.
I vowed to never buy Boohoo again.
Yeah, it is a bit.
But then they sent me adverts, I'm like,
yeah, you can get the odd thing on there, but some of it is a bit, it's not like great. But yeah, Rowan is not fat in the slightest. She's very skinny. And...
she says she's ballooned in lockdown.
I don't think so, do you?
Well, we've all put on weight in lockdown.
Yeah, but I don't think she's put on that much weight. So you haven't got whoever people's favourites were?
No,
not even looking.
I'll have to go through the notes.
It was right underneath Laurie said who she liked.
Well, I've lost the pace now.
Alright, never mind. So, let me find out what Josh and Jess were worried about being put up. Herman and Gino are talking. Gino said, I was following Kyle's lead. And this was when Herman told Gino that it was Marty who flipped. Herman also voted the opposite way to Gino too and never told him. So people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, if you think about it.
I'm so lost because I'm trying to catch up with my
Gino
notes.
was in the dark about the whole thing, wasn't he? So really, Gino's got a lot of enemies in the house right now. Cause
Yeah, the two are literally JC and Gino.
Yeah,
JC.
they're on an
JC.
island. Oh, it's because I write JC in my notes, and then I can't write Jace. I should start writing it though, because it don't make sense.
What about Jess? Have we got anything about Jess yet?
Josh and Jess were worried about being put up. That's why.
Jess thinks Gino doesn't like them. And Josh said, we're going to try to get Gino to put Kyle up, but like, please put him up. No one wants... Be like, please put him up. No one wants him here. It's the easiest way not to put a big target on your back.
Which is what we said last week, didn't we? That would be a good thing for Gino to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, to appease the house.
I think that was the obvious thing to do, but obviously
But Alfie
not.
said to me it's a terrible idea.
Oh.
And, Gino's like throwing his own alliance away. But I thought...
Well, when your alliance looks like that, it's best to get rid, as Summer said.
Yeah, get rid of the dead weight.
Summer's been doing some good gaming,
Summer is...
Growing on me?
I liked her anyway.
Oh.
She is annoying, but she's very funny.
She's annoying when she's like sat
in
there
the diary
on the sofa
room,
for no reason and getting like...
She's too much, a bit much in the diary room, but she's very fun, and I appreciate her fun employment. What else happened?
I had a question. I was like, is the Expedia Lounge still branded?
And you asked this last week.
Did
and
I?
We found out it was.
Well, it is, but they didn't put the logo. But do we think they're not paying as much money this year? They couldn't put logo on the wall.
Not sure.
Or it's just like, we'll make it more subtle this year and just do it by power of suggestion through the brand colours.
More tasteful. Gino was pontificating who is lying and who is not lying.
Yeah, and I've written, why doesn't Gino just ask his showmans this?
Then Marty came up to Kyle and said, he said, I'm the one who flipped. I'm the one who knocks. And Kyle said, I only put Josh up because you told me to. And Kyle said, I'm going to remember this. I had an edge and now I have an axe to grind. What?
Do you know what
edge did he have?
The edge of reason.
And he fell off.
What I'm annoyed with Kyle for is blaming every
Don't
fucker
be Kyle
else.
be Kyle more.
Blaming every fucker else for the moves he's made. Like, Moose is the one that made me target Stephanie.
Yeah.
Oh, Marty is the one that made me target Josh.
Because
I don't have a mind of my own.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, you do.
Well, he's just a 23-year-old kid, don't you know that?
23? I mean, I can't believe that's a 23-year-old.
Yeah, I know, it's stupid, isn't it? I think Kyle got a bad case of, HOH-itis, Big Brother brain, like whatever you call it. He just went demented.
More than that, because he was coming
more.
with like the wind in his sails off of like, I'm the real Kyle Moore.
Yeah.
Watch me play, guys.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I fucked it right up.
And now apparently the old Kyle Moore was like, do you like me again now? And everyone's like,
No.
we like you.
Do they?
Yeah.
Jesus, I can't remember him.
I could just remember the eyebrows and the ball kit.
It's nothing compared to this Kyle Moore.
Not fit to lick this Kyle Moore's shoes. After Kyle said that about the axe grind, I've said, it was your choice, stupid. Which is basically what you just said.
Well, I've written, wow, Kyle.
Probably about the axe to grind thing.
I've always had a bit of an edge.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's the same thing.
Oh, that's what he said. I've had a bit of an edge.
Oh, he goes,
want to be edgy.
He said, I've been made to look an idiot in front of the whole country. That's where you felt the weight of the pressure, I think.
Yeah. He wanted to come in and be like Dan Giesling, and he was more like Frenchy, like you said.
Yeah. Well, at least there's no audience to boo him, because that would be terrible television.
So, Gino and Jace realised that they didn't betray each other after all, and Jace said about Marty, what he did was pure betrayal.
Sounds like a fragrance.
Gino is very happy that it wasn't Jace who voted the other way. But neither of you trust each other.
God, why did it take so long to get to that point, though?
Stupid.
I've written, it seems that Gino and Jace are now sidling up to Kyle, or he's sidling up to them, and then he was proposing they become a final three, and I was like, okay, I get it from Kyle's point of view.
Yeah.
These are the two people that basically stayed with your plan.
Yeah.
But for their point of view,
it's
surely
a
you'd want to
ship.
throw him overboard.
Yeah. I said at this point, looks like Kyle is going to be safe this week. Woo, another week of terror.
What have
See,
I
I've
written?
got my hopes up.
What have I written this for? New game idea: oil or gravy. I think in the kitchen they were like, someone was looking at something in a pan. Was Is that oil or was it gravy?
Okay, you should have took a picture of that one. And then at the end of that conversation, Kyle said, "I need to be way smarter." Doesn't Gino see Kyle as a liability? ? No, not yet, but soon to come.
Yeah, summer's on the way. Don't worry.
What's this? The kitchen looks very clean, I've written. And then
That's
they had
the oil or gravy section.
Then they had a party with the red cups.
The pizza party. Yeah, Big Brother gave them pizza.
Oh, they love a pizza party on Big Brother Canada.
Well, that's cheap.
Those red cups aren't good for the environment, though. Stop with those.
I'm going to choke a whale with that.
Yeah, that's disgraceful. Also, I see you, Big Brother Canada, ripping off glass animals and putting it to a slightly different tune and pretending that's...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Glass animals have really blown up lately.
Yeah. Glass animals are so popular.
Yeah.
I've liked glass animals for a long time
Me too.
now.
Way back. Since the Deezer days.
But, let me tell you this.
That
guy...
into a Nicky Goo Woo.
Yeah, that's good. That glass animals guy can't fucking sing a note. You ever seen him sing live?
No.
He cannot sing.
So what? Is it all auto-tune?
Yeah, honestly, I've watched Glass Animals gig.
I wanted to go see them one time.
Oh, honestly, don't go. That guy cannot sing.
You know the other thing I considered going to?
Go on.
They had this thing where you could listen to their album in the dark.
Oh,
a
yeah.
sensory experience.
Oh.
How you're supposed to listen to the album. And I thought, that sounds good, but also quite weird to lie in the dark with loads of people and listen to music.
That is weird. But I tell you, it's because Glass Animals got this trippy thing going on. When me and Jack did Mushrooms a while back, we listened to Glass Animals, and one of their songs called season 2 episode 4 or something,
right.
And we were looking at it going, what are they trying to do here? We were getting so confused by it, and it was just they deliberately designed this song to confuse us when we were high.
Yeah.
So that makes you think that sitting in the dark listening to it, you're going to hear some shit that you weren't expecting. Do you know what I mean? They do have a bit of a blue, do you know what I mean? That sort of sound to it.
Yeah, I feel they're the evolution of trip hop music.
Yeah, I fucking love their sound, but honestly, his singing live ain't that good. But I would like to go see him too. But I wouldn't go just for them. But if they're at a festival, I'd go see them.
Oh yeah,
it'd be a good time, wouldn't it?
I think so.
Get the pineapple out, just enjoy.
What's the pineapple?
In the
video?
No, at the festival, everyone has pineapples when they see Glass Animals. I think it's a weed thing. I think it's
what, an inflatable pineapple?
Yeah, inflatable pineapple.
Oh, it's like supermarket sweet.
Yeah, yeah, it is. You probably got one.
There was a pineapple on my show actually.
Anyway, keep your ear out for their Glass Animals music because I bet they'll use it again.
Keep your glass eyes peeled.
Yeah, for the arse animals. So Gino was trying to rebuild relationships and ask questions after Kyle's HOH. He's reanalyzing the information that people are giving him. Summer went up to him and said, "Put Kyle up. He has pooped on everyone's game."
Hang on a minute, I've got some BB bingo here.
Go on.
From the pizza party section. They'd obviously had a few drinks, which I like to see because you don't get that in the US very much.
No.
So I was mark your BB bingo cards for clothed hot tub, man on man kiss, gay on non-binary kiss.
Oh.
That was Josh and Jess.
That one's not come up very often.
Now we just need the head shave I've written.
Oh, what about the twerking? No twerking. What about a lap dance?
This ass that twerks.
Was there a lap dance?
No lap dance.
Oh, come on, that's base. That's your very basics right there.
You've got to sort it out. Give them the hair clippers. Good lap dance.
They need the vodka, and then they can do a lap dance.
Sorry, as you were.
And then Summer said to Gino, "I'm afraid to keep you in the loop because of your relationship with him." So this was the first seeds of keeping Kyle around is not going to be good for you long term. Which is
seeds in the mulch.
It's a good argument, like you said. Summer was doing a good job of being persuasive.
I've been pleasantly surprised by Summer.
Why? Why do you think Summer weren't going to take the game seriously?
No, I just thought that Summer was probably there for TV, but actually.
To annoy that old workmate.
Yeah, if that's even true. But that to play a strong social game, which is quite getting in people's ear, I didn't see that coming from Summer because I thought she's quite a loud, sort of larger than life character. I didn't think she could do that sort of strategic gameplay, but she can.
She can do it all. She can do the lot. Kevin was wearing his suit and tie. Why?
Oh, it was pretending to be the lawyer, Andrew, talking about Kevin in the third person, wasn't it?
He said, dial 1-800, stay off the block.
I've written here, I don't even know what he's trying to do. Lindsay, please explain.
Oh, I think he was trying to do a bit of comic relief.
Oh, the
sort
Zoe
of-
Winberg of
trying to ingratiate.
BB10.
I forgot that Gary had a male alter ego as well, a straight male alter ego.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called now, but he was doing that going, oh, your birds are this, or I don't know what he was saying, but he was doing that old shtick as well. Kevin said the whole house is a pathological liar. Hold on, the whole house can't be a pathological liar.
Kyle looks like, Kevin looks like he's due in court.
Yeah, what did he have a waistcoat on as well? Am I imagining
I
that?
don't think so.
Kevin was mentioning Jess's name. Shut up, I've written.
Yeah, he mentioned Jess outright, but that's throwing Gina off the scent of their alliance.
I
it was
see.
Good tactic.
I see.
And Jess said to Gino later, I don't know if you've got more on that.
No.
Jess was like, if you think I'm a threat, Gino, then get me out of here. But I'm really not coming for you.
Yeah, she said, I wouldn't have nominated you next week. Why not say in the next month? Not just next week.
Yeah, but what I need to know is, this is really going to help me assess my game. If you were in the toilet and there was no toilet paper, and I can't remember what else
Who
the
asked this?
situation.
Gino? Oh, yeah. Gino...
And someone rang the doorbell, what would you do? I don't know if that's what he said, but it was something akin to this.
I have already seen Gino on the toilet. I don't need to hear him talking about doing a number 2 as well. He should be trying to disassociate himself from the toilet tales, don't you think?
Now he's aligning himself with the
I
toilet
would just
towels.
use the cardboard bit of the tube. Come on, we've
Would
all been there.
rip it open so it's
Yeah.
more surface area?
Yeah,
Quite abrasive on the arsehole.
Yeah, but then you can go and find some tissue after that. That would just do
Forage
you for
some.
now, wouldn't
Forage
it?
some
You have to
somewhere.
walk around the house like that.
What, like what?
Like, you know,
Tiptoe so you don't get poo
awkwardly.
everywhere.
Yeah. You really needed a visual on that.
I insist on the wet toilet paper. So
I love the wet
to go
toilet.
from the wet toilet paper to the dryness of the tube of the toilet roll would be.
You know
quite a
when you
shock.
go around someone's house and they ain't got the wet toilet paper, it's like, oh, you're an animal, don't you think?
I literally used to I grew up with baby wipes by the toilet.
Did you?
Yeah,
Oh,
I used to
you're
flush
posh.
baby wipes.
Oh, you're
Terrible.
posh.
Terrible
You're
for the
posh.
environment.
No, I didn't have moist toilet tissue till I was like at least in my 30s.
Well, it's quite a modern creation.
Now I wouldn't, you know.
It started with the can-dos the kids had. I can do it too with can-do. And my auntie used to have them in every bathroom because she had little kids. And then they just stayed. I was like, the kids are now like 12. Why have we still got can-dos?
Because they're good. You can do. But shall I tell you an interesting thing? Jack don't like the moist toilet paper.
Oh.
He said he doesn't like the feel of it. So he's not using it.
I wouldn't want to be near his
I
butthole.
know. Dirty bum.
What about when he's on a poo?
That's what I thought.
Oh,
He said you just keep wiping.
Oh, you get red raw bumhole.
He's not doing much of interest with his bum hole though. No one's interested. So anyway, is that okay? I'm not sure. Then what happened next? I'm not answering that question. Oh no, I think we did just answer the question about the toilet. Gino is not as stupid as I thought. I've written here.
Gina's asked, stupid questions. Tanisha was crying.
I don't.
Gina was like, why do you deserve to be here?
Oh yeah, to make her daughter.
The mum
proud,
tears
wasn't it?
just broke like that.
I can't get my handle on that Tanisha, like what she's
I
actually
her.
like.
I think we're supposed to like
From
her.
what I've seen of her, I like her, but I don't feel like I know her very well yet.
Right.
But I'll watch this space.
Well, she wants to provide the most amazing life for a kid.
We ain't going to do that with furniture from the brick and the
£10,000 worth of winner's clothes. Well, she might.
and the Chevrolet Power Shift. Oh no, that's season 1.
What's this? I've read. This is a bad question to ask her now because now you can't put her up on moral grounds.
Oh yeah.
Because he was actually considering putting her up.
Yeah, why do you deserve to be here? He said that was the thing that made her start crying. Gino took Josh to Wendy's. Oh, and can you tell me about the Wendy's section because I had to forward it again.
You'll be pleased you didn't watch it.
I know who it was because I
Sarah
saw it as I
Hanlon.
was forwarding it.
Sarah Hanlon, she looked different.
Yeah, she did look different.
Yeah.
What did she offer any words of advice?
No, she just said,
help become a winner by a twist? Because that's what happens.
Yeah, she said, chill out, have a bong.
Did she?
No, she didn't. But she actually didn't even mention weed for
listen
once.
To some Glass Animal.
They've got fuck all to say. They just go, oh yeah, I didn't bother.
I don't know because I've not watched any of them. The first one was
bother.
fucking Gillian. I was like, Jesus, I need to pause this. Luckily, I don't think Jack's put 2 and 2 together, but God knows how.
Yeah, Gillian should have gone, oh, let's hope someone votes the wrong way in the final so you win.
It's quite funny watching the start of that season because Topaz literally just in her dressing gown the entire time, like asleep the whole time. Like, fucking hell, you really woke up and made a difference. The old Joe O'Meara strategy going on there. And she was going like, oh, I'd do anything for Gary, like he's my best friend in the house, like he deserves to win.
She's never going to get over that, surely.
Rightly so. Go
on. Yeah, so Sarah came on the screen and Gina's like, this girl Sarah, he didn't know who it was. He's like, I don't know who Sarah is. Talking about her. This girl Sarah definitely gave me some great tips. It's vapid, pointless information. But yeah, I was like, even though he doesn't know her, he could be forgiven because she actually looks like a different person.
She's one of the most boring people ever to feature on Big Brother Canada, in my opinion.
I didn't mind her.
No, I remember you didn't mind her that much.
She's quite quirky.
Yeah, I suppose so, if you think having glasses is quirky, yeah.
Well, Disney do. That's what the USP is of Encanto.
Kevin said he's trying to keep learning, and Betty said learning about what?
Oh yeah, what was it? Oh, he's a people or something, right?
Kevin is growing on Betty after last week's shenanigans.
Betty's an interesting one.
Yeah, she is, yeah. I'd like to see a Betty HOH.
Oh,
imagine she would get HOH, I can guarantee you that. Yeah, she is an interesting character. She's quirky. Now, she's quirky. Sarah Hanlon, not so much. Betty made Kevin cry, but I missed why.
Oh, because something about someone
is it
said...
a dead dad or something?
No, was it Marty said about Kevin, he's going to make a great dad.
Ah, I see. Was Kevin acting crying or was he actually crying?
It looked like he was really crying.
But... Is Kevin still doing this strategy of, I'm a snake behind people's backs, or is he just a normal person now?
I think he's still, to a degree. Because we saw he and Jess sort of reconvene for a bit, and they're a bit like, oh, should we be in the same room or not?
Yeah.
But they were like, we need to ease off on the against each other kind of thing, because people are starting to get an idea. So
and you can go too far against each other and put each other in jeopardy, like I thought he was doing.
I think that at the moment, perhaps he's sufficiently under the radar that he doesn't have to do too much. Do you think?
He has done a good job of going back under the radar, and Jess has as well, to be honest.
In spite of ending up on the block.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oops. I don't feel like they were the target, though. So, Marty now can't look Gino in the eye as he turned on his friends.
He says he knows he's going up, so he can't even talk to him.
He's not even going to campaign. And it wasn't even his idea this isn't what Marty said, this is what we said. It wasn't even his idea to get Josh up, it was Kevin. Do you remember it was Kevin's original idea and he got Marty to kind of do it?
Oh, wow, Kevin's the puppeteer.
But Marty said he's not going to throw Kevin under the bus. But Kevin said in the diary room, Marty, you're allowed to lie.
Yeah, it's just a game. And you need to realise that.
Your heart's too big, he said. I think that's a medical condition. It wasn't the Grinch's heart. Oh no, the Grinch's heart was too small, wasn't it? And then when he got better, it was the right size.
I've never seen the Grinch, so I actually don't know.
Off. The Grinch is brilliant.
Really?
You should watch that at Christmas.
The one with...
They both are good. The one with Jim Carrey is good, and I fucking hate Jim Carrey, but I love the Grinch so much. And the cartoon is good as well. Guys, you've got to watch it.
The old cartoon. Because there's a new one.
The new one. Oh,
there's a new animated
one.
Film from last year.
Oh, I want to watch that one. I've not watched that one yet.
I didn't know it gets better. Spoiler.
Oops. Yeah, it's shit at the end. That's the norm. Prefer him like eating trash.
Yeah, that is something you'd think I would have seen, isn't it?
But promise me you'll watch it at Christmas. Any version.
Yeah, I will.
Cool.
I'll watch them all. Grinch marathon. Let me out.
Imagine. Marty's problem was more with Kyle than with Gino, I've said here.
Yeah, he's making up with Gino in a French/English
Oh.
coded chat.
I can't deal with this because I can't make notes and watch the
No.
French. Although I do think it's cool the way they switch between the two.
Yeah,
even
Frenglish.
even in one sentence, they sort of say half a sentence French and half English.
On the block. Or,
yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Not my target.
Yeah.
I
Oh, je ne regrette rien putting me on the block last week.
voulez-vous put Betty on the block?
I've heard them say the maison.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the house.
Because we know a bit of French. Sometimes you can pick up bits, can't you? But
yeah, dans la maison.
what I found was because it was in French, I obviously had to stop and read it, and I had to then pause.
Yeah,
to make my notes.
Honestly, we don't need the extra admin.
Anyway, Gino said
Speak English.
He was, well, at the time, they would have probably forced that, but I think now they're more lenient.
And lenient, letting you speak in your own fucking
because
language.
There were rules.
It's a game advantage.
Yeah, there were rules of language use in the house.
If people are eavesdropping at the door and you're talking in French and they don't speak French, that's a game advantage. You don't have to skulk around as much.
Yeah.
So it is kind of an extra tool in your arsenal. So that was probably the reasoning why they weren't letting them do it before, but now they're come on.
I think main language reasoning is because Big Brother needs to get a translator in. Canada, probably different because a lot of people speak French.
Yeah.
But here, when it came to Glyn and Imogen in the house, they were not allowed to speak Welsh amongst themselves, probably because they didn't have anyone in production that spoke Welsh.
Couldn't be bothered, Not many people speak Welsh these days, it's a dying language.
It is a dying language, but they are trying to keep it alive in some form.
Fuck knows why, get rid of it. I am partly Welsh, by the way, before you get up in arms. Yeah, my dad's Welsh. I fucking hate Wales so much. All it does is rain there. It's the biggest shithole on the planet.
They have some nice beaches in Wales.
No offence to our listeners in Wales. Yeah, it's beautiful, but it's always
that bit
raining.
near England I went
you
to.
can really enjoy the beach when it's fucking pissing down. It's brilliant.
I went there in summer. We were quite lucky.
Oh, I went there in summer every fucking year as a kid.
Massive jellyfish washed up on the beach. They're creepy.
It's just...
Have you seen that?
No, I don't think so.
They're huge.
Ooh.
My little cousin was wanting to step on them as odd. She was only like 2 or 3.
It takes so fucking long to get to Wales as well. God. 4 fucking hours in a car.
Some other point to it, but it's gone. So
that's a long way in England to drive somewhere for 4 hours. In America, I know that's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. What was your point?
I don't know. I think it's about language.
Look at your notes. Oh, yeah. In French, Marty said, I had no choice but to put you on the block. Hamon is nervous about Marty going up.
I don't know what I was going to say. I'll tell you why I don't think French should be allowed. It's the live eviction vote.
Oh, right, okay.
Because there's no way Big Brother can
Translate
subtitle
it.
live footage.
What do you mean? If they're voting... If they're actually voting,
When
like
Marty
with
comes
Arissa
into the
kind
diary
of...
room...
Oh, yeah. He did say
speaks
something French, didn't he?
He spoke French this time, and I thought, that's probably the time when you should enforce English.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Oh, I know what I was going to say about language.
Yeah.
It's not related to Big Brother, but we went yesterday to Chinatown, around Soho, and towards Chinatown to get some food and stuff. And we went to like a Chinese tea shop. I say Chinese, it could be Taiwanese. I don't actually know those characters, I can't tell. But they had an advert for a job on the wall, written in like Mandarin or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And Dan was like, that's illegal. Because
Rule bugger.
yeah, because it's like at the expense of other people.
Oh,
and
I
it's
see,
like,
yeah.
we'll only employ
Yeah.
a person here who can read and write this.
Yeah, but I don't think that's fair enough. They probably want to give people the authentic experience.
Well, yes,
I know what
no.
he means. Maybe you should have it in both. You should have it in
You
both.
should,
shouldn't
yeah.
You? Yeah. So did you vote with your feet and just leave in disgust?
Oh no, we've got to see it. It's really good. And nearly every customer in there was Asian. That's how you knew it was good.
Yeah.
The real deal.
Not all these tourists.
I've written Hermon is dressed as Todrick.
Oh no! What was he wearing?
Wasn't that when they put like the hat and the sunglasses on him in the bedroom? Hermon is taking the credit for Gino putting up Marty. Oh.
Sorry. Tanisha has mother's intuition. She's going up.
Yeah. I've written, is she okay? But turns out she was being considered. Apparently. Gino to Kyle. Obviously, this whole thing was Was a backfire hard? Must be has backfired hard.
Yeah, Kyle's HOH. And I'm guilty by association, he said. And Kyle was like, oh, sorry.
Maybe that's just his way of words. Was a backfire hard? Kyle asks if he's thought about putting up Hermione.
Yeah, I bet he asked that.
Yeah, Gino said that he feels safe with Hermione. Yeah, because obviously Hermione's targeting Kyle. Kyle asked for a ceasefire. Sensitive. Promising that he would keep Gino safe if he wins next week. And he swore on his sister.
Who swore on the sister?
Kyle.
Oh. Jace said to Gino, you don't want to make the same mistake Kyle did. Well, that would be mistakes plural. Gino said, if you mess around behind my back, you'll feel the burn. I don't know what he was saying that about.
No, me neither. Sounds odd.
So he put Marty up. I got a bit sorry for Marty in this situation. And he put Jess up. Why?
I had a problem with something Carl said about Jess in discussion with Gino.
Oh.
When they were formulating this plan. So they were talking about options. JC Lynn walked in. And Gino was like, my options are Marty for sure, T because she mentioned my name, and Jess. They manipulated votes to go the other way.
Oh.
And Kyle
for Josh. Because Jess is friends with Josh.
Kyle stoked it and was like, about Jess, they were like, Kyle said, it's very like, and then Gino said, scary. And Kyle nodded, and I was like, that terminology sounds bad.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. It's not scary. Yeah, that's stupid. Then we had the infamous Gino speech. You backstabbed me.
Oh.
Have you got it?
No, I'm sorry, Marty. You backstabbed me, you disrespected me.
Doom.
What else? As a man.
What was the other one? I don't know what the other. I feel like there was 3 things. And Marty didn't like the speech. He said it crossed the line and was very aggressive towards him.
Personal.
It wasn't that bad, was it? I thought it was quite. I liked it.
It's optics
It's
anyway.
drama,
It's all
isn't it?
optics. About Jess, Gino said, you're a smart player, a strong player. We haven't spoken much game. You're a threat to me. That's why you're going on the block.
Jess is just an easy target, aren't they?
I think so.
You've been up there before. Go up there again.
The old pawn shop.
Yeah, AJ, the porn star in the first season. You know what they did that first season? They took Suzette off the block on eviction night, and then had to get someone else put up that same night. No backdoor, no campaigning, nothing, and then they evicted him.
Good.
That Anil guy.
That's how we like it.
That was just so hot. Even Jack.
What about the bow tie collection?
Jack was just like, that is so harsh. I can't believe they just crushed someone's dreams like that. And then Arissa goes to him, oh, did you see that one coming? I literally didn't know 2 minutes ago he's going to come. Arissa's like deeply insensitive.
That's good.
Did you see that one coming? He was like, no.
I appreciate that, because that's like kind of being like, we're here and we're not doing it the way you thought we were gonna.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, we are going to be grossly unfair and you're going to deal with it. Yeah, to be fair, we're used to it, aren't we? We like it now. But at the time, it was quite a shock. I was shaken. Should we have a little break?
Yeah, we'll have a break.
That's 57 minutes we've done there. Straight.
Fuck.
Well, straight and gay, but
and
continuously.
We can pause this without risk of losing it.
Don't stop saying that.
We'll be right back after this.
At Sleep Outfitters Outlet, great sleep is a big deal. Save 40 to 60% every day on every Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. Queens as low as $249. Customer exchanges, closeouts, and floor samples. Inventory changes daily, so come in for your dream deal today. With no credit needed financing, expert advice, and up to 60% off retail, it's never been easier to get the sleep and savings you deserve. Go to sleepoutfittersoutlet.com for financing details and to find a store near you.
Welcome back.
We're back to talk about the veto.
Oh, I haven't got any notes until day 22, but let's see what that is.
Davina McCall started a live video.
Oh, something about the menopause.
Marty is pissed off about Gino tapping his fingers like that. Doom, doom.
Oh, the very personal.
Why is that so offensive? Gino said nothing personal to Jess. Well, I'm sorry, but it is personal when you put someone on the block, especially when it's you. Gino goes to Marty, but Marty needs 2 minutes, s'il vous plaît. Marty was seething at the edge of the bedroom.
Didn't Kevin come in afterwards?
Marty went, Kyle and his fucking HOH. And then Marty was talking to the camera going, I'm winning the POV. Like, do you like it when Marty talks to the camera?
Oh, all like bravado.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
Summer wanted Kyle up and said, we're trying to restore trust in you to Gino. Summer's loyalty is towards Marty. Gino, between me and you, I hope Marty wins POV. Well, you shouldn't put Marty up then. This whole, I'm putting you up, but I hope you win POV, or I'm putting you
Gino
up.
said that to Marty?
Yeah. No, he said it to Summer. I hope Marty wins POV.
Oh.
Why? Do you want to put up 3 people in a week? And if so, why? Makes no sense. Anyway, it's probably because Kyle's created this atmosphere of stupidness.
Is this before the player pick, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
Why do all these people want to nominate 3 people? Betty said Kyle's HOH is still looming around the house.
The spectre of Kyle's HOH.
Jess said the highlighter keeps being marked against my name.
Yeah, but are people going to puke it over the edge of the ship or not?
Nice. Hold on, the highlight don't get marked against your name. It gets marked over your name.
Yeah, and if
against.
the ink's not dry enough, it drags part of it with it as well, doesn't it?
That's
Oh,
no
that
good.
dirty nib of the highlight is the worst, isn't it? A little bit grey.
I haven't used a highlighter in, I don't know, about 5 years.
Me neither, just a digital one.
Marty refused to go to dinner like a little kid. He is pissed at the disrespect. Josh gave Marty a pep talk. Marty wants to pick Josh for veto, but Josh was like, no, our alliance is on the down low, so you can't be picking me for veto. You know, we've got to keep it under wraps.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Summer had a bit of an overheard conversation here, which was, sometimes I feel like eating the crust.
I remember that.
Gino and Marty were talking. Gino was referring to himself in the third person. Marty said, you and Kyle were my ride and die. You're my ride and die. Marty is worried about what his co-workers back home will think about him being called a backstabber.
Oh, because he's a fraud investigator. God, I didn't catch that.
And Marty said, it's not for optics, or you would have told me beforehand.
Well, Gino was claiming it was all optics. He said, you hurt me there. You friggin' hurt me. That was personal.
Oh, and then he said, I'm coming after you, Kyle, and JC.
Oh. He said, I'm so far out. I feel miserable. My Marty impression's
not at his dinner, that's why. Gino needs to make Marty his target ASAP. Oh yeah, because he said he's coming right after him. Gino said, I want to see you back up and feeling good after all that. Then Gino was upset in the diary room about what Marty said to him. I think the long and short of it is, Marty and Gino kind of like each other, don't they? And sort of respect each other.
But I had no choice.
Yeah, it's like Kyle's created all this mess, and now they're the two who are sort of getting...
Created a monster.
Yeah. Because nobody wants to see Marsha no more. And yeah, now they're having to like...
I want to see
hey,
Marsha.
Peter. Yeah, so do I.
Oh, Marshall.
Yeah, Marshall.
I created a monster because nobody wants to see Marsha no more.
Hey, Peter. So, Marty has guilt-tripped Gino and it's working well. Great strategy, and it's not even really strategy. Marty got house guest choice in the veto and chose Summer.
This was all charity picks, don't you think? He picked Summer because she wants Kyle out. Oh, no, that was the reason. He wants
Kyle, yeah.
out of the house. And then he thought that she would take that shot and take him off the block. And then Jess got house guest choice as well, and they chose Tanisha, which I thought that was a charity choice. Like, oh, you know, she'd love to play for her daughter.
Can we discuss Jess's snakeskin legging shorts?
Yes.
Gross.
Oh, okay. I don't really remember them.
That's
but
it.
Jess has an interesting wardrobe.
Jess has got,
There's some like bondage style harness gear as well.
Yeah, they've also got a Squid Game-esque boiler suit, haven't they? Yeah, some of Jess's clothes are okay, and some are rather ugly.
I quite like the overall aesthetic, to be honest.
Not the snakeskin legging shorts.
Does it go with the sort of lycra top they were wearing at the
No, it didn't
eviction?
go with anything apart from being put on the fire, incinerated. Marty's camera talk needs some work. He's happy with the player pick. Marty told Jess he's focusing on the veto. Don't know why. Tanisha is playing for Sienna, her daughter.
Jess wants to talk to Marty, but he's too busy.
That was it, yeah.
He's just focused on the veto. Yeah, I can't possibly.
Yeah, I can't
I'm
talk
aggressively
about-
thinking about
Yeah,
the veto
yeah,
right now.
yeah.
Betty's POV advice is to drink a lot of water, eat something healthy because you don't know what it's going to be.
Don't drink too much water. What
Exactly,
if it's so
if you need
you
a
got to
wee.
cling onto a tree for like 3 hours? Moose wants Kyle out, but Summer is worried Gino will put up Tanisha if someone uses the veto.
We haven't done a joke about a moose loose about this hoose yet.
Ah, well, now we have.
Well, it's not quite a joke because I haven't placed it with anything, but
No.
I can feel it coming at some point.
I like it. Go on, tell us about this competition.
It's the Christmas one.
And the fucking boxes again. I'm
Hang
so
on.
tired of seeing these boxes.
What's Gino's backup plan? Do you know? Replacement nominee at this point.
Don't know.
Betty or Tanisha?
Probably.
Not Kyle at this point. he said.
No.
Gino and Jess were hugging it out. Yeah, so it's the box stack.
Oh, I'm fed up with this.
I like this one.
Yeah.
Doesn't it originate in Canada?
We've seen it on Australia as
But in
well.
a different
No,
form,
I've
though.
seen it on US as well.
Australia was...
They were doing
had
it
to-
between each other.
Yeah, so they had to
Going,
apply force in two teams.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. It is good. There's a tension to it, but there's also like, oh,
Tension.
this again.
I'll say, I've seen Tanisha get the wobble on.
Didn't get that letter from her daughter either, did she?
I like this extra fuckery that came into it with Canada.
What about the cookies?
That was good too. All of this was good. So it's the
Go on,
Christmas
talk us
POV
through.
in Santa's workshop. I think it's called Santa's workshop. And someone said it's Christmas in March, which is used to hearing Christmas in June. Stop doing messages I've written. I don't know why I said that. Are they talking to their friends? I mean, family
Is it
back
the
home?
letters from home thing?
Maybe. Present with...
Can we just give a shout out to Betty in the candy cane costume, because that was cool.
They're all dressed in elves, standard Big Brother Christmas
And reindeers.
fair. Oh yeah, and reindeers. Reindeer.
Oh, is that real or?
Oh, they're all female. Presents came out with letters from home on, and they were optional. I thought that was good. If you put it on, you get the letter, but you don't have to, thereby making your stack shorter and not sort of adding more jeopardy to the situation. What would you do yourself?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't take it. I'm not bothered about hearing from people at the best of times. I can go a good couple of months without speaking to my mum.
Definitely let that letter go. 'cause
Yeah.
sometime Big Brother's going to give you it.
Yeah, that's true.
But I liked that there was a physical letter visible on top of the box, because I think psychologically it's really there within reach. I think that fucks with people. Tanisha was crying as she let the letter go.
She let the letter go, but she had a cookie, I noticed.
Did
Just
she?
saying, bad mother.
Yeah, they sent her... Well, you know what Betty's advice was. Have something healthy and something to drink. Santa sent out a treat, and it was milk and cookies to enjoy if you wish. Summer was reaching for it. She tipped that milk all over the conveyor
Yeah, she
belts.
did. She
Ooh.
still drank a little bit of it.
Milk still weirds me out. I don't like the thought of it on my skin. It
Oh,
smells.
when you have to pour it down the sink when it's gone off.
It blobs out of the
That noise.
out of the bottle like a blancmange.
I try and put the washing bowl on top of it so I can't see it, and then just run the
Yeah,
tap.
and it's on the bottom of your washing
Oh, then just run the tap.
bowl. Going for a long time. It was 1 hour 34 at
God,
the first
that's-
time check.
That is pretty epic, isn't it?
And then they had a choice between two presents, one large and one small. Question is, big or small?
I think Jess chose the wrong one, didn't she?
I don't know if they
Didn't
did.
they?
I thought it was the right choice, no? What was it?
The big
Go
one.
big
No,
because it's got
because I
better
felt like
surface area.
it was making the stack very uneven and very. Whereas it was Marty, the other one, wasn't it? His was a lot more even. Where I felt like Jess had sort of a kink in
kink
their
did
armour.
develop,
Yeah. But I wouldn't have
thought
known.
that-
I wouldn't have known which to choose.
I thought the premise of giving yourself more surface area for the rest of your stack was probably better,
But something about pushing that together on the box. Do you know what I mean?
but made
went
it go a
boom.
bit
Yeah.
askew.
Yeah. The elf costumes have boob laces, I noticed.
Summer dropped out with the letter, and then Helena dropped out, and then Tanisha was hanging on the edge, and then she got a right shake on. And I've just written, I love the Christmas theme tune, because they did a little jingle to the
Oh
break.
yeah, they did in the snow on the logo.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, that was good.
And then
Also, I like the lipstick colour the elves were wearing.
when Tanisha dropped out, Summer was literally rubbing it in that she had the letter because she had her arms around her and her letter in hand and was like,
oh no,
like holding it against Tanisha. I was like, this looks weird. So it got to 1 hour and 55 minutes. That's when it came down to Jess and Marty.
The two people on the block. Once again, we get the maximum drama
good.
from the veto. We
good
have been
TV.
spoilt this year.
Oh, Big Brother, you're really spoiling us. And then it snowed afterwards. And they both said, oh, we're proud of you.
Yeah, to be fair, respect to them both, because that was tough, and they both obviously really wanted it, didn't they? And
This is one happy elf.
Yeah, that was it. That was
Martin.
good. That was good.
It was a good comment. I like the element of jeopardy and, you know, tease that they put in there. Of like, well, you could do this or you could have that.
Oh.
Will you risk it for a chalky biscuit?
And afterwards, Jess said, I don't like Christmas. And now
I hate it even more.
Oh dear.
They also did some good Christmas tension music, like ding, 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 like in the
Gino is relieved Marty can take himself off the block. Why? Why do you want to put up another person?
Did you see the humbug shoes?
No, I
I'm not
didn't.
even dressed as an elf, but still got the humbug shoes on.
Oh, was that Moose's shoes?
No, they're like they look like you know what a humbug looks like?
Yeah.
Like that, but they're like red and brown.
Oh, I see. I haven't had a humbug in a while.
Me
I
neither.
wonder if they have those in other countries.
Bah humbug.
Are you allowed to walk on the wheel? Oh,
I
someone
was
walking
wondering that. The wheel.
And then I put elf and safety.
That's good.
Looks dangerous, doesn't it?
I don't think you should walk on the wheel.
No, have some respect for the fixtures and things. Kevin congratulated Marty and Kyle congratulated him. And then after Kyle walked off, Marty went, that guy, I'm done with him. The hatred for Kyle Moore is brilliant.
Marty was telling Kevin that Kyle is his best target. Is that right?
Yeah, Marty was coming after Kyle, but it turns out he didn't need to.
Why is he telling Kevin that?
Marty and Kevin are quite friendly, aren't they?
There's another French selection here.
This was where Marty and Gino basically buried the hatchet, didn't they? It was like,
yeah.
you disrespected me, I put you up, now we're kind of even.
Fair dinkum.
Isn't it? It's like, let's, you know, we respect each other's game. And Marty said, I won't backstab you for a second time.
But Gino...
So he admits he backstabbed him the first time. He admits it.
Gino said, but trash talk me at the veto ceremony just to keep it
play
going.
it up.
And then Marty was like, okay, well, try to think of something not too nasty to say.
And don't be going doom, doom, doom with your fingers.
Someone was asking, goes to ask Gino what his plan is. Here you go. She goes, I'm just coming in to do my due diligence as a house guest.
I'm just going to come and do your mid-year review. Is that all right?
I've got to get some copies off the printer.
Yeah. Someone said, if people put Kyle up, they will put Gino up next to him as a pawn.
Yeah.
That was the death knell for Kyle, wasn't it? Because it's true.
Yeah.
It's true, isn't it? If people could put Kyle up, who are they going to put next to him?
Yeah.
It's Gino,
And
isn't
not only that, so it was confirmed later on by someone else.
Yeah.
I can't remember who, but we'll come to that. Yeah, she started to suggest he should disassociate from Kyle. If you want to avoid opening the pawn shop, that might be your best move. And that's why Reverend Summer isn't actually a bad gamer.
I was sort of weighing up here, like, is it Gino's best move to kind of cut tiles with...
Tiles.
What? But Kyle would never turn on Gino. Like, Kyle...
Won't he?
Well, yeah.
He's got no
He's
one
desperate,
else
isn't
now.
he?
Yeah.
So, in a way, Gino has put up someone who would never have come for him. So is that...
Well, he's brought favour with everyone else.
Yeah.
For now.
And he's not that easy target with Kyle. He probably has done the right thing.
I think it's damage control. For him.
Yeah.
Anyway, enter Kyle. Have you considered putting up Moose?
Desperate to get what Hermione or Moose up.
Kyle was not happy. Gino wasn't happy about it.
He said, I don't want a messy week. It's
Here
like,
you go.
Go on. It's like he didn't learn anything from last week.
It was Kyle himself that said that Gino may go on the block next to him.
Oh, yeah. He
basically confirming. Compounding what Summer has said.
Yeah, he said, if I hit the block, you'll be next to me. And I've put, why is he saying this? Kyle wants Gino to do a how How do you say that word?
Resume.
I always think of how Alan Sugar says it. Resume. We don't really use that word, do we? CV move.
CV.
Well, he might. Gino told Marty he has a target because of Kyle and telling him what Summer said to him, and he wants to disassociate himself from Kyle. Oh, yeah, not that Marty has a target because Kyle, that Gino does. Marty agreed and said, yeah, you need to get rid of Kyle.
Yeah.
Gino has zero trust in the Maison right now. It's tricky because Kyle is a loose cannon. Gino then told Kyle he has a target because of him and he might have to put him up.
Yeah, he really...
Kyle's little face.
Yeah, he actually came clean with it, which Kyle obviously was gutted about. But do you know what I was thinking about during the scene?
Yeah.
They were sat in that garden area on that bench, and I was like, the BB Can 4 pool used to be behind that wall. Where's the pool gone? No, I missed the pool.
Do they not have a pool?
Grand.
Do they not have a pool at all?
They have a hot tub. They do have a hot tub in the garden.
Oh yeah, because I saw Tim swimming in that pool.
Yeah.
It's a small pool, but
Yeah, it was nice though.
yeah,
And it felt nice and open, like you could get to it from that side of the house and from the garden.
That main back garden where the LED screen looks quite big, doesn't it? So they've got room to swim there. Probably can't afford to put a pool in unless it's sponsored by CanadianPools.com.
Yeah, and the weather's not great in Canada, so probably about as useful as a pool in London.
And this was when Kyle said, people really thought it was that bad, eh? About his HOH. I just felt so sorry for him. And then Kyle was looking upset and Gino said, you could ruin my game. Kyle seems to be taking it on the chin, I've put.
Gino told Kyle, the whole house is after you.
Including me. And Kyle just sort of took it, didn't he? I think he knew his number was up. If your best friend's saying, I'm going to put you up, it's not a good sign, is it? Like, the whole house wants you out. Like, what could you actually do against that situation? Should have not pissed off the whole house the previous week.
Coulda, woulda. At the POV ceremony, Marty was dressed like someone from Goldie Lucky and Chains.
Yeah, Marty's pastel pink and purple hoodie, I've put.
Here's for reference, here it is.
What is it? Oh, is that a shell suit or... Hold on, guess I'll have a look.
Well...
Oh, it's a hoodie.
A sheeny hoodie.
Oh, that is...
With the combination of the
those
Vito...
are the sort of colours I can imagine you wearing, not Marty.
Yeah, but not in the same garment.
No. But you could pull that off, but Marty, no. Marty's devastating speech he gave to Gino was... Go on, have you got it?
Gino says he has no choice but to put Kyle on the block. Devastating speech to...
Marty, when Marty took himself off, said to Gino...
Oh, it sucks to suck.
Was that the best he could come up
That's
with?
the reference to his humbug slippers.
And then when Gino put Kyle up, everyone was just like, dung, 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 shocked, weren't they? Yeah. And I thought everyone looked like they were trying not to laugh. Don't you think? Everyone was just like... You know, when you're just like... Yeah,
what, like when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock?
Because you must be like so happy that Gino's actually put Kyle up, mustn't
Summer
you?
was. She said it's the best day in the BB house, quite frankly. And then Moose was right in the well.
Look who's on the block now. Gino, you're giving me goosebumps, Marty said. Not Marty said, Moose said. I love Moose, like getting his, his revenge.
Yeah.
No, the opposite of his comeuppance. He won that veto, now it's just like seeing Kyle like going down. It's like, you're going down, bitch.
Yeah.
That's great to have that feeling because often you don't get that.
He didn't have to do anything either.
No, just sat there and watched it happen.
That is good for Kyle. I mean,
for
Moose. That's like, my enemy has been taken out.
Yeah.
And I just got to just sit back and, while it happened, just worry, is this gravy or oil?
I'm cooking food, he said to Steph.
Care about the fucking food.
Do you want to have a pause or you want to carry on?
Oh. Well, it's up to you really, because I haven't got any notes for the eviction, so you're carrying this one.
Well, do you need a break or are you good?
I think I'm okay.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
Let's press on.
Oh, we're in it for the long run. I've just sat back.
Oh, he's chilling now.
Chilling
He'll be
like
asleep
a
in a minute.
villain.
Now, do you remember what Arissa was wearing?
Yeah.
Go on.
It reminded me a little bit of Tinkerbell. It's like
I
quite
liked
leafy
it.
in essence, like she was wrapped in a big old salad leaf.
Big bird.
But yellow.
Not in a bad way. It was nice. It looked like very stylish, didn't it?
Yeah, it's cool.
She's come a long way since those season 1 fashions, I'm telling you.
Oh yeah?
Fucking hell.
A bit of a rah-rah skirt, wasn't it, going on this one?
The season 1 ones weren't good. I've spoken to you about that in person. It's fine. She had a different stylist back then.
Did she?
Yeah. Veto box. What is it? Oh, I noticed when they put the veto back in the box. Have you noticed this?
Oh, the
Like a
cage
giant
thing.
Tupperware
With
cage.
coins in it or
What
something.
the fuck? Canada, stop with these props.
I like those props.
Hideous.
More props, I say.
Props to you. Herman said he was upset that he didn't get to put Kyle up himself. Well, come on, take it for what it is. Jess is relieved and feeling confident now that they're up on the block against Kyle.
I mean,
you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Like Steph, I'll just kick back and put my feet up. Look what happened there. But they did try and flim-flam it a bit, didn't they? Were you ever thinking Kyle Moore might actually not go?
No, not at all.
I was hopeful, but I was very cynical. Kyle's friendship still means a lot to Gino. Kyle said he's going to go out there and compete to beat Jess. You can't compete. The veto's over and you're getting backdoored. Summer, Betty and Moose were celebrating and said we didn't even have to do the work. Kyle said...
Oh, was that when they were like dancing around but then quickly sat down? It was the one in the Expedia Lounge where Summer, I think Moose were in there and they were about to like celebrate, but someone walked in so they quickly like sat down like nothing was happening.
Yeah. Kyle said I kind of deserved it. Kind of. Josh said I cannot wait to evict him. And Moose said, oh brother. Betty is saying Gino can reset after this week. Reset? And Betty said this is iconic. Gino said I put 2 of my best friends on the block this week. And Betty said to him, you're an undercover smart guy. I don't think that's a compliment, do you?
About Gino?
Yeah.
I mean, even he's like, oh, this quiet person has got a brain or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Gino said, I'm an idiot with a plan. Self-proclaimed idiot with a plan. Jess said, Kyle could blow my game up. Oh. Kevin told Jess to move to the bed over so that people couldn't eavesdrop on their conversation. Jess is always on that end bed, like, just chatting shit. It's
I
like,
think that
move
might
down.
be their bed, no?
Oh, well, yeah, even so. Move down to have your scuttlebutt
Move
conversation.
down through the carriage plays.
Jess is suspicious of Kevin, and Kevin admitted, I can be sketchy sometimes.
Stop playing that one, even with your alliance.
Yeah, Jess said they had put so many marbles in Kevin's basket. You need to spread those marbles out. Just look at Squid Game. Careful they haven't been replaced with rocks either.
Oh, the marbles. Yeah.
What's the Squid Game music? I'm thinking of Swan Lake. That's it.
But I've only got the radio song in my head. I don't know what the actual ones are.
Kevin... Oh, this is my thoughts. Kevin should try and keep Kyle and keep the chaos going because it takes the target off him. That was just me clutching at straws. And then Kyle said to Gino, fuck you, Gino, and then went, oh, I'm totally kidding. JK.
And they put that in the preview, which is a bit
Yeah.
misleading.
That was so stupid. Kyle was trying to plot his campaign to distance himself from Gino. And Gino's like, yeah, that's fine by me. Kyle has a new thirst for life in this game.
Well...
Then we had the announcement of a new room in the house where there was a beach. Did you care about that?
Yeah, who was it? Betty that found it?
No,
someone else.
I don't know actually. Looks very small, that beach area.
It is quite narrow. It reminded me of. Do you remember when they had that secret room in BB7 and there was a bar in there and they were getting drunk?
Oh yeah.
But they were like, it was a task, so
they
were allowed to go in and drink, but it had to be a secret.
Okay. Oh, reminds me of Alison of the Butt Veto and John Pardy. They had to do a secret task and drink.
Did they?
Yeah. And then they had to come back in and act like they weren't drunk. Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember it for them, but I remember that happening in our one years ago. And it's a bit like that room, but without all the fun. It's got like a beach bar vibe, but no drink.
I don't want all that sand being dragged into the house, do you?
Oh, no.
It's horrible
But
feeling.
If it is like a beach, they need some like, synthetic sunlight lamps or something so that it's nice to lie there.
Some seagulls.
Yeah, some sound effects.
Oh, shit. Oops. Kyle was talking to Helena, and Helena said, I feel like you were talking down to me last week.
Oh,
and then Kyle was like, started to interrupt, and she went, oh, let me finish. Oh, might do.
She says,
She said, "You took my kindness for a weakness."
weakness.
That was good. I like the way she stuck up for herself there.
like a lyric.
Yeah, it was good. Oh, that could be your tattoo of the week. Kyle said he will stay in the house and take out Marty. He's pissed off because Marty suggested put Josh up and then
No,
flip
you're
the
not going
vote.
to stay anywhere.
And then he went, "Look, from me, Kyle Moore, to you, Helena," and didn't know her surname. That was a bit awkward, wasn't it?
Oh, really? I didn't catch
Yeah,
that.
and she was like Helena Gill or something like that. And it was just like, that's a bit awkward. Mind you, everyone knows the real Kyle Moore's name, don't
I
they?
heard her say at the end, like, "Thank you, Kyle Moore," or something like that.
That he didn't. He admitted he didn't
It
know
was
her
pointed.
surname there. Yeah. Jace and Jess were taking the piss out of Kyle. Jess feels like a punching bag. Summer. Oh, then we had a bit of intergenerational trauma to talk about.
Yeah.
So Summer was
With
saying,
Marty in the discussion, right?
Summer was saying she doesn't always feel welcome in Canada, and is her and her family are still affected by the effects of slavery and intergenerational trauma.
That was a slight surprise to me because I feel like Canada's always been portrayed in Big Brother as quite a very welcoming place, right? And mainly because probably Ica talked about being so grateful for Canada and like, what it's offered her and stuff. No one's ever particularly been very vocal about the opposite side of that, which of course exists
but
everywhere.
we've heard about the opposite side of it from Canadians ourselves,
we have.
And look at the way Ica was treated by Dimitri's friends. I always think of that, like how they were racist towards her. So it goes on everywhere, doesn't it? But that intergenerational trauma stuff is really interesting. Summer doesn't want her kids to first have to love her skin before she loves herself. That was so interesting when they were talking to Marty about that. Like, because as a white person, what a tragic start to a sentence.
But yes.
I never even thought about the colour of my skin till I was about 20, till I was at university. Did you ever?
Yeah, no. Well, the first time I ever thought about being a white person was when I went to Asia for the first time.
That makes sense.
And I was in the context of not everyone looked like me.
Yeah,
and
you
it
were
was
the
a
minority.
shock. It was a shock.
Yeah.
And that was a good experience for me.
Yeah.
'Cause it was in Japan. Like, there's not a lot of diversity in Japan. Probably most people that aren't Japanese are visiting. And it was the first time I'd ever looked around me and gone like, oh, not everyone's white here. That's weird.
I remember thinking that when I went to university and, I was in a class and say I was the only white person or I was, one of very few. And just being like, oh, and it does make you think, oh, and we're from the position of privilege.
Yeah.
So when you're not in the position of privilege and you're in a room with all the opposite, it could be quite threatening, I think. And is threatening in many situations.
And, also, we have come a long way in terms of representation now. So we're talking when Summer was growing up.
Yeah.
I don't know how old Summer is, but she's 25, 26.
Yeah.
Towards 30, maybe.
I'm not sure.
So even in terms of, like, TV personalities and stuff like that, I don't feel like there was a lot of representation back in the day.
No, probably
you had like
less
your
in
one
Canada,
designated like black presenter,
Yeah.
maybe one male, one female, or whatever. And yeah, I don't know what Canada was like, but
Probably the same.
you didn't really. You always see yourself represented as a white person on TV, so it's never a question.
No. And you don't... That is the very definition of privilege, to not have to think about it. And not have
course.
to... And when you're black, you have to think about that all the time. Not because you want to, but because other people make it an issue.
Yeah, or Asian, as Helena was there. She related to what someone was saying about coming to terms with their skin colour.
And this was when Marty actually came into his own a bit, didn't he? And they were talking about, what does Marty... Is he a coach or something?
Sounds like he's a hockey coach on the side.
And he was saying about kids saying the N-word and the F-word on in the changing rooms, I think he said.
Yeah.
And he's had to handle it on his team and tell them that that's wrong. And you could tell he was affected by what someone was saying. He wasn't just... Do you know what I mean? He wasn't just paying lip service to it. He was, like, shocked by, like, what she was saying and interested in it, don't you think?
Yeah. And I also think, intergenerational trauma is probably a recent term, and it's only something that we're just coming to understand, no matter what background you're from.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know this, but the recent Pixar film and the recent Disney film have an element of people being affected by generational trauma.
God.
Yeah.
I think you might tell me about that. That's very...
Rowan was like, oh, the new Disney villain is intergenerational trauma and I'm here for it. Intergenerational or generational trauma?
Intergenerational, I think. So then they were talking about unlearning and relearning these sort of biases and things like that. It was... I found that conversation really interesting. I actually got quite emotional listening to that conversation, and Jack started laughing at me. It's like, I can see you getting emotional. It's so interesting. It's interesting.
It was good for me to hear Marty being vocal about that, because it changed my perception that I had based on his choices.
You were stereotyping Marty based on his appearance and his age, in my opinion.
And where he's from. Yeah.
So you were just as
I'm
guilty.
part of the problem.
You're guilty as anyone.
Oh, the gays aren't innocent.
White on white violence right there. So then we had, what's this? Slop and cold showers.
They've been breaking the rules, apparently. I don't know what they've been doing, though.
But there was no evidence of the rule break.
No.
Where was the footage? The Big Brother's just making this shit up.
I want to see what they've been doing wrong.
So what's this? Baby feeding?
Someone was baby feeding the slop to
that was it.
Hamon or something.
Oh,
or he was feeding it to someone else.
That slop looks green, looks horrible.
Well, to me that looks like they've developed slop, because slop in America is more of like a porridge.
Yeah.
And I think that's got like, you can get powdered vegetables or whatever, so you've got vitamins. I think they've made it a nutritionally balanced slop.
Gross. I don't want that nutrition. The phone rings. Kyle looks like he's about to jump off that balcony. It was a BB fan on the phone. Was it you guys? Going,
oh yeah, it's at the BB house.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe I've got the number. I'm going to put it on social media.
Yeah.
And someone goes, is that real? Like,
yeah.
Of course not.
And then Marty got put on hold for like 20 minutes and then hung up. Kevin, for some unknown reason, was in a bath full of spaghetti. I'm not sure why. Do you know why?
I mean, it's about as useful as when someone had to sit in the ice cream, whatever they had to do, or milk.
Oh, yeah. I didn't like that spaghetti scene. I felt it went on for rather too long for my liking. There was something very unnerving about that.
What struck me was that, because they were on slop, someone said they could smell it.
Oh.
Is it JC Lynn? And she said she'd like just one noodle.
Oh.
We don't call the pasta a noodle, do
No, noodles is like one of my worst things. It freaks me out so bad.
Too unpredictable with the swinging.
Someone put a noodle in my bag once and I fucking freaked out so bad. Don't. Not good. It's the squidgy. It's like a snake. No, like a worm. Anyway, they were shoveling food in their faces in front of the camera. Oh, what was this? They got pizza or something. Not pizza again, was it?
Don't know. Sounds like they're on slop at this point.
No, they got something as a result of doing the calls. Kyle was crying. He said, "I'm standing in the BB Can house, fulfilling a dream, playing a game I adore, and my life's just getting started."
Yeah, my life's just begun. This is my origin story, and it's about to end.
I'm so grateful. This isn't the end. It's never the end.
Well, it is. The season's over. Just tell that to the people from... Just tell that to Sheldon and... What's
Brooke.
her name? Brooke. Yeah. It is the end, and it's done.
I've said, why is he even in the HOH room still? They shouldn't be allowed in there ever again. Jess hasn't been campaigning as they want Kyle to sink himself.
Yeah, Betty was like, you're that confident. That's when I thought, oh, Betty's really interested.
Yeah.
Because the way that she voiced it was just like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, Betty was like, you should be worried.
Yeah.
Go out there and fight. Gino said about Kyle, he's 98% going home. Ooh, 2% margin of error.
You're 98% going home.
Kyle was campaigning to Hermon, saying, I'm a free agent, I could do anything now. That was the thing we were worried about before. Jess has gained agency and I have lost agency.
What about the due diligence?
I thought he'd done that due diligence. I don't know what happened. Kyle was offering to take shots for Herman and he wants to go after Marty for flipping on him. Kyle said, "People don't think this game is going to get messy. I'm already covered in the mess."
So was Kevin.
Like this. Kyle was...
The armpit was particularly disturbing. The rub of the armpit.
No, don't. Kyle was in the diary room pretending that conversation went well, but even he didn't seem to believe it. Eviction time. Kyle shouted out about mental health issues. Dial 1-800 for Samaritans. Jess said, "This weird little alien crash landed on this planet however many days ago."
The alien was arrived.
Shout out for the girly boys, and also I'm mad me there. Will it be a sheep vote? Question mark. And it was a sheep vote. And
for some reason, maybe I did question it. I was like, I better write down who's voted for who. And I was like, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
They're all going to vote for Kyle.
And then halfway through, Arissa goes, "Oh, there's still 6 votes to go when we come back from the break," trying to pretend the other 6 votes are going to go the other way. It's like, Arissa, don't even try it. When someone went into vote, she said, "Hello, my sexy Afro queen," to Arissa.
She loves Arissa.
I did notice when Arissa said to Kyle, she went, "Kyle, I'm so sorry." She doesn't always say that, does she?
She says sorry every week now.
Does she say, "I'm so sorry"?
Not so sorry, but I'm sorry.
Okay. Sorry. Kyle said, as Kyle left, cringe to the last. He said, "I've got a secret power,
Oh, God.
and now that I've been
2
evicted..."
truths and a lie, or 1 truth, 3, I don't know.
He said, "Now that I've been evicted, the power is back in the house, and the clue is the number 12. Do you think anyone's ever thought about that since Kyle's left the house?
I was in the bunker. It's a bit Auntie Garth on the way out, isn't it? They might, because the numbers and the doors are a thing.
That's true.
Arissa goes like, "So you and I both know."
Yeah.
What's that all about? You and I both know you didn't have a power.
That's like something like your mum says. You and I both know you're lying.
Yeah, she's like, what did you want to achieve? Or something like that.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
It's not sure. And then she went, "So Kyle, what a whirlwind." I wanted Arissa to be a bit hard on him than she was. I felt like she sort of let him off the hook, really.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wanted her to go like, "Kyle."
That spectacularly blew up.
Yeah, I wanted to go like, "Kyle,
Yeah.
WTF." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something like that. That would have been a perfect thing for Arissa to say. You could see her saying it, couldn't you? Kyle said he came in as a super fan and overestimated his game. Betty said, in the goodbye message, "You insulted my intelligence." And Summer said, "You showed you're a 23-year-old boy." And then we saw the very start of the HOH comp, which will involve legends
I
from
really
the
thought
past.
we were going to get to see a bit of that.
Oh, we could have got to see one, couldn't we?
Yeah.
And then everyone was just like, "Oh my God, who do you think's behind the door
Is
that
that
they're
real?
acting like that?" Who could it be?
Is it real?
That they're acting like that?
Surely only Ico would get that reaction.
Jack said, "Are they going to beam in a hologram of Nikki Graham?" Because she is a legend after all.
Well, I was thinking of that. The language was like, BB Can legends, BB Can icons. It's like, it feels very BBK to say that.
They should have Nikki like on a TV screen. "I'm a legend," and then doing all her intense cackling and shit.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably not. It's a bit
Probably,
niche,
yeah.
but we'd like it. So that was it.
Mind you, this is off piste, but
Go on, please.
in Star Wars, they recreated Carrie
That is off piste.
Fisher as Princess Leia in digital form.
Oh yeah, they do
Yeah.
that, don't they, when people die? In BB Can 4 finale, final HOH comp, Arissa was a hologram,
Was she?
asking the questions to Kelsey and the Pax brothers. Yes.
Not CGI though.
She was. She was a hologram.
No,
well,
but
no.
as herself, no.
Yeah, but
real footage of her.
Yeah, real footage of her, but they've made it look like a hologram coming down.
In which season?
Pax Brothers versus Kelsey at the end,
In the
season
Grand?
4. Yeah.
Not even the space.
Oh,
themed
well,
one.
you know how they go with those
Help me,
themes.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Do you want to do the emails, or do you want to have a break?
I've actually already opened them.
Oh, what about Rowan's message that she was going to send us?
well, I don't think it's come through.
Oh, come through, Rowan.
Your only hope. Email us to bbonblastpod@gmail.com, just like Laurie has. And we could read out your views next week.
And we won't read them out in a funny voice.
We might. If you're lucky. This is one from Thursday from Laurie, so that's current, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of feedback from Laurie, so
Yeah, Thursday's fine.
Buckle in, people.
I'm buckled up.
Buckled in.
I'm buckled up.
Like that harness that Jess wears.
Buckle up, buttercup.
I think Ted made a great call in removing the current HOH from playing in POV competitions.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Was it a thing last week that they could play?
No.
Last week?
Oh,
Last year?
No, previous seasons they could, and then the same people kept winning it. I think it was Pretty Boy season or something, so they made sure the HOH couldn't play anymore.
This season has been so fun to watch with house guests on the block saving themselves week after week. Yeah, we agree with that.
Agreed.
The Wheel of Fortune wheel is so much better than picking... I agree with this, picking a chip out of a bag. But is it designed to hold the weight of a human?
Did Laurie say that?
No, me.
She was on our wavelength.
This is old news by now, but how funny was it watching JL, Chasey Lynn, accusing Kyle of instigating the Stephanie blindside? I'd like to see her go next.
Yeah, so she's the
crazy.
She's the most boring person in the house now, isn't she?
Even with those conspiracy theories.
Well, that's true.
My favourite, Kevin. This is the one where
Laurie's telling us
she didn't put it in WhatsApp. She put it here.
Ah.
My favourite, Kevin. Chaos is king in brackets. My favourite underdog, Jess. They've been on the hot seat and keep staying.
With those leggings.
My winner pick, Summer.
Oh.
Her social game is outstanding. I'm all in for her with rap stocks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they do this like stock market thing with favourites each week.
Oh, Celebdac.
What?
Celebdac. Do you remember that?
No.
Channel 4. And they created a stock market for celebs. It was a TV show.
No, I don't remember that.
No idea how it worked. Start off now, Laura Solari. Love heart emoji. P.S. I've got my husband hooked on BB Can and I'm listening to Moose in the Hoose podcast.
That's my podcast.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's my podcast with James.
As we binge old seasons. Reading your old entertainment blog post too.
I don't remember writing a blog for Big Brother Can.
Direct all complaints to Big
Oh God, yeah, just to think what I'm saying in those.
In an old feedback email,
oh no,
I'd asked where Ted originated. Well, I found the answer.
Oh,
this MP3 is less than 15 seconds long.
Oh wow,
Mystery
Laurie
solved.
has got the receipts.
Oh, this is
deep. Ted's origin story.
Audio highlight from the past. Let's see.
Oh no.
Of course, Gmail, I don't want it to work now. No, I need it. This view's gone a little bit funny. Let me go back and open it again. Okay.
I could do it on my
Is this
phone.
from...
She got Ted in already.
Yeah.
Ted, the production guy.
Isn't he the one on Big Brother US?
Exactly. He comes out, it's only half wages though, but he comes out every February and has a bash.
Fucking hell, my laugh in there. Don't even sound like me. Don't you think? I was listening to one of my old podcasts, like, just because I wanted to hear something about the Pax Brothers. Don't you think my voice sounds like completely different now? My voice sounds younger there.
Well,
my voice is older now.
It is about 10 years down the line.
Yeah, but you don't notice your voice change, do you?
No, you don't.
That is so weird. That's eerie.
Is
yeah,
it?
Ted was a BBUS thing. They used to. Someone said, "Oh, I was talking to Ted about X and Y," and we were like, "Oh, like Dr. Otten."
I knew that's what it was because I used to listen to that stuff too. But before I was the new James.
If you want to listen to old BB Canada podcasts, I've podcasted BB Canada since the very beginning. Go on to Spreaker and look for the podcast.
Yeah, watch out for disparaging comments from the past.
They're not related to Gaz. I never made a disparaging comment. Oh, what do you mean? Oh, about Arissa. Arissa knows about that. It was mostly about her clothes, and I stand by it. And also, Arissa's like trying to be too like zany in those past ones. So she's just herself, whereas there she's trying to be like, do you know what I mean? Wacky.
Yeah, you said that, but I can't recall. But...
Yeah, if you watched it now, you'd see what I meant. What I mean, she's not being her true self, you know.
Mm-hmm.
She's trying to be. Obviously, they're telling her to like be a certain way. Do you know what I mean?
Wear this, say that.
Yeah. But whereas now she can be like, fuck you, yourself.
I run this show now.
Yeah.
Get out my office.
Yeah. Get out.
Laurie's back with another part 2 of the feedback, with spoilers included. Not for now though. I can't be asked to go to TikTok. I can't be asked. It's asked, Laurie. I can't be asked like my ass.
No, but you can say asked as well, I think.
What, in America?
No,
Not
I think
here, you
people
can't.
do say that, but yeah, it should be asked. But I think you can say asked.
It's definitely asked. I can't be asked to go to TikTok for the extended interview after each eviction
No,
episode.
I can't be asked to go to TikTok ever. Sounds
So,
shit. I don't want to see people doing dance routines with a dog.
I didn't think that's where they were putting them. So thanks to Maximus Mom for posting this clip of Arissa doing her thing. It's about a minute long.
Go on, what thing's she doing?
I had to kind of
the
put in a
extended.
ranking where I saw all of these relationships and which relationships I thought I could trust the most, which relationships I thought I could trust the least. I think this idea that I went drunk with power, I think it's a little bit silly. I think I definitely do think that having the power was one of those things where I made some rash decisions, but I think that I just tried to listen to a choice few voices. I tried to kind of quiet the noise. There's a lot going on in that house, so I tried to focus in on the few people who I thought I could trust the most, and it led me to kind of making some ill-informed decisions that,
I'll tell you what
Sure,
I think from
please.
my
Yeah, of course.
perspective
Yeah.
is I think two things happen. One is you feel yourself a little bit when you're at the HOH, right? You got your own bedroom, you know what I mean? People are coming to you, everyone's coming to you, and you'd already established quite a few relationships and alliances. But the other thing I think happened is that you actually did want to please too many people.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
I don't think you can, blame
Wendy.
your ultimate decisions on other people, even if
No.
they were giving you bad counsel.
Right.
But I do think it was because you wanted to be you wanted to do all the things all at once, and then the tides turned really quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, she could have been a lot
Do you
harsher
know
on
what?
him.
Those interviews look good.
Yeah, they
We should be
do.
watching those because we need more Arissa in our lives.
Yeah, I know, but we can't go on TikTok. We're too old. We probably wouldn't pass the age verification process.
I've got TikTok,
Have
you
you?
know. I was trying to do an advert on TikTok
Oh, yeah.
the other day, right? And I was like, they've got like a creator for adverts, so I was like making it as I thought an advert should be, right? Then I googled like best practice TikTok adverts,
Yeah.
and the way I'd done it, just like not at all. Like it should be
go home, old man.
Yeah, exactly. It should be like as if a person using TikTok has made it.
Oh,
That's
I
how
see.
you're supposed to advertise on TikTok. So people, when the advert comes up, don't realise.
Oh,
Mine was
I
like,
see.
you know, like a slideshow pictures of different models and like, go here to do this. It's just like, that's not how it works.
Whereas you should be filming yourself going, hey guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Blah, 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 blah,
It's
blah, blah.
that, yeah.
Oh, and have you seen this dance?
Yeah, it's like the advert example I saw was like someone being like, oh, hey, no, it was like my girlfriend never takes me anywhere, and then it's like the person ordering the cinema tickets.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like the process on your phone.
Oh, yeah.
And then they're like, oh, it's a surprise, like, oh, I've got this for you, and then it's like, here's a ticket. It was Meerkat Movies.
Oh, I see. Yeah, fuck that.
My girlfriend never takes me out, but now she's ordered a ticket on Meerkat Movies.
What about Rowan's thing? Has she not sent it?
No.
Oh, for
And
fuck's
also, there's these statistics from Laurie. Kyle is the 4th house guest evicted from BB Can 10. It's the 2nd straight season that Kyle Moore is evicted 4th. And the 3rd straight season that someone called Kyle is out 4th.
No way! Oh, that Kyle guy. Do you remember that guy with the long hair? In that season with Jamar and Min Lee. Do you
Oh,
remember
Aquaman.
that? Yeah, that fucking weird guy.
Was he Aquaman? Or
No,
was he US?
he was like... no, that was US. That was that Jack cunt. Kyle was like... He had long hair, looked like a caveman, like gross.
Don't remember.
Yeah, he was aggressive as well. He was like steroided up, I think. That's so interesting.
If Kyle gets evicted next week, I will dye my beard blonde. That's Hamza saying that.
No. Oops.
And then the third part of Laurie's feedback is this. I know Lindsay's gutted, so here's more
Gimme,
for you.
gimme
Oh, this
more.
is post-podcast.
Gimme more.
This is
gimme,
clips to
gimme
watch.
more.
These are not for us now.
Oh, can you put a flag on that? Because I'm going to watch it tomorrow.
Star?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, okay. And there's another one as well.
I'm going to watch those tomorrow when I'm on my own and to enjoy every minute. Oh, that sounded creepy.
And Rowan hasn't sent us the message that she was sending, so
Well,
she's missed the boat.
well,
She's missed the boot.
what we can do is when Rowan sends a message, we could post it on Twitter maybe as a bit of a promo for the pod or something. I don't know. What? We
Alright.
can't just lose it, can we? We can't
Well,
lose that.
Use it or lose it.
Yeah, God, we heard the story about the jeans, but now we're not getting the race row.
Well,
Well,
it's too late.
you've had your lot.
Well, I told her, cut off is at 7:30, it's now 7:56.
That's it, isn't it? We might have had some tweets and shit, but I don't know.
Doubt it, I'm not tweeting at you.
I've been tweeting here and there.
Yeah, can someone else email us next week, please? bbonblastpod@gmail.com. We've done a much better podcast this week than last week. We feel like
God,
we've redeemed
I'll
ourselves.
say.
Did our due diligence.
And now we're going to go and have a bath in spaghetti
Together.
Follow me on Twitter, LightUpVN.
Follow me on Twitter, bb_superfan.
Follow BB on Blast on Twitter, Facebook,
Twitter.
Spotify,
YouTube.
and our website, bbonblast.com. And read my book, First Aid Kit Girl. And
Join us next week to scream over the legendary housemates that are coming back into the house.
yes, we shall talk through them all and more. more. That's a duff ending. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.
At Sleep Outfitters Outlet, great sleep is a big deal. Save 40 to 60% every day on every Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. Queens as low as $249. Customer exchanges, closeouts, and floor samples. Inventory changes daily, so come in for your dream deal today. With no credit needed financing, expert advice, and up to 60% off retail, it's never been easier to get the sleep and savings you deserve. Go to sleepoutfittersoutlet.com for financing details and to find a store near you.